I'm making the sound test on the BMW speakers made in England, cm4, and this is the way they look. I mean, there's nothing special, unique about the design, but I can tell they are very solid, very heavy. That's the way they look in the back. 2 ports in the back. And okay, I'm going to the owner's manual now. I got the manual with the speakers. That's the way you position the speakers. And here he said to you, you have more things that have to position exactly the distance and all of that. Okay, the most important information is in the back. Okay, so these speakers in 90 decibels, 150 watts. And here is something interesting. It says maximum recommend cable impedance right here, 0.1 ohms. I guess my camera is not got a good focus today. Okay, so this is 2.5 way speakers. This is what it says, 2.5 way speakers. This is the tweeter on the top, 1 inch. The mid bass unit, bass mid range, is the unit over here, the yellow unit right there. And aluminum bass unit, another 6.5 unit is right there. Okay, so I got also the warranty with this speaker, but I guess the warranty doesn't relevant for nothing anymore. So I read few reviews on these speakers in let me try to clean this camera. On the audio review, and some people say that the speaker need a subwoofer and stuff like that. To be honest, I don't know exactly what these people talking about. I get really nice bass from these speakers, and I don't have any problem with the bass whatever. And the mid-range is a very nice, sweet mid-range, clean, very clean sound. And I get big sound stage from these speakers. They're going right to left in the room, and I get a center, a perfect center, and I get perfect right and left. All the wall is full of sound. They have a great sound stage. The thing that the tweeter is a little bit bright, but is not harsh. It's not harsh. The tweeter is very sweet, a little bit bright, yes, and I get little notes from the tweeter that didn't get from other speakers. And I had few BMWs before this one, so I do like the way the speaker sounds. So if you have a receiver, I think the problem with many people that they buy fancy amplifiers and they don't have any tone controls, no loudness, no bass, no highs, no nothing. So they stuck with the power amplifier and a preamplifier that doesn't have any tone controls. Then they don't understand why they don't have enough bass, or the tweeter is too bright or whatever. No, you need to get receiver that let you to control the music. Okay, so I put the JBL right here, my studio monitor, and that's the way I position this speaker, because I want that the tweeter gonna be similar to the, not exactly similar, but in about the same distance, the same position like the BMWs, because many times I position the JBL like that, the way it's supposed to be, right? But all the time I got more of the mid bass but less of the tweeter, then it sounds a little bit muddy. So I position this way so you can hear the difference between these two speakers. There's no competition between the two, both are very different from each other. The JBL is a studio monitor, so it's more focused in the mid area, because this is the where most of the music in the mid area, a little bit high, a little bit low, but still. And this BMW, I love it. You have a beautiful sound. And if you have receiver with tone controls, it's gonna help you a lot to get really nice bass. And you can, you know, because the tweeter is a little bit more energetic than the other drivers, especially is more energetic than the mid-range. So you can use a receiver like a vintage receiver with the tone controls like Sansui or Marantz, Kenwood, and the list is going. Okay, so I'll make a small sound demo. And this is the BMW. Okay, I change it to the GBL right now. The other speaker next to the BMWs, and you hear, I hope you hear it, but the separation in the details are just excellent with these BMWs. And I used to have few other BMWs before this one, and nobody, I used to have the Series 6, most of them, and Series 3, and nobody was compete with this guy. This guy, this model of the BMW is cm4, and I used to have Series 6 before, as I said a second ago, and I used to have one speaker Series 7. This model is pretty much the bridge between Series 6 to Series 7. Series 7 have a better sound than these speakers right here. But they're definitely, the cm4 definitely sounds better and more clean than the Series 6. Okay, so I'm gonna took a different speaker right now. This is the Tannoy. That is my reference speaker for many times. And let's hear the difference between these two speakers with the same similar music. That's the tannoy. Remove this speaker a little bit more. BMWs. I'm going to the tannoys.